Hey, yo, going up here. This is literally these three lighthouses. I've showed them before. This is lighthouses. You can go up there and you can chill up there. Here, they've just been swimming actually in ice cold water. I've shown them before. Look, it's still, the swimming pool is still like cleansing from the people who was there. Getting fresh till tomorrow. They call this a harbor bath. They built a fundament in the fucking harbor to build the swimming pool. Ain't that weird? I've said it before. But people, um, I'm like, I like this place because it's peace and quiet, and it's like it's not that far from my home actually. My home, you see this. There should be a tower behind me. Why the fuck is it? I live the next tower. That's me. So, yeah, apparently. People, they get off since, you see, since I've been mentioning that I wouldn't never, um, you know, be, be in trouble with debt because I paid my debt. That was the only thing I said. And suddenly old people are kind of mad. But I had a good life this morning. I had a good amount of. Oh, sorry, I spoke Danish. I had some people up there, EFD. He was the only one up there, but I had some people up there. I had him. Um, but what I want to say is, I'm sorry that people get offended by me not want to speak out and say I'm sorry to a certain person. I have nothing to say I'm sorry for because I'm not sorry about anything I did because I did nothing. So I'm gonna fuck with Dog and Tong and these guys. That's who I've been fucking with from the start. And no, they're not racist white boys. And I hate when people say that because it's so far from the truth. That is so ridiculous. It's childish. It's like it's stupid. It's French poodle on steroids. It's like what the fuck. He say all kinds that I'm the witch of Denmark and shit like that. Yeah. A little didn't know I actually made a video and I'm gonna upload it where I'm at my mom and dad's grave. And you can see, even though they had money, how simple people they were. If you look at their grave, it's simple. They didn't want anything like. I was talking about a head of my father and a head of my mother and shit like that because they died so quickly. And my dad said, "No, don't use all your money for me." And he actually bought what he wanted to be buried, how he wanted to be buried. He already paid for it, and no, he didn't pay for it. We paid for it, but his wishes came through, so that was good. I was out there, so that was good. But what I wanted to say is all this fuck shit. It's the same shit that goes round and around and around and around. Don't you see it, folks? It's literally. Then it's those. Then it's somebody else. Then it's somebody else. Then it's those. Then it's somebody else. And I come to realize that those is using a lot of names just to get some views. And I don't know why he's doing that. Why is it so important for them views? It's because he want to live of being a YouTuber. I think he should look after another job like me. You know, uh, I'm not a YouTuber. You can see that. I got one watching me. Well, that's better. One person than none. And then there'll be 12, 20 people. It's look, there's people when they got off. He or she didn't want to be the only one there. It was embarrassing. They think it's not. I don't give a fuck. You know, it's not something that triggers me because it's not a thing I need to be good at. It's really not because I already got a job. That's kind of the same thing, but in another way. Uh, but I had the EFT up this morning. It was great. He's a good dude. I like EFT. But what I'm thinking is, all these people who used to come on this channel, they must have supported a certain person because they don't come anymore. King Doc, what the fuck? I'm talking to nobody. What's funny is, Doc, I'm saying, it's a murder bone. Salute. I'm sitting up, having a bogey, and sitting. It's a weird place. It's a tower. You can go up and sit in. It's kind of cozy. It's okay. Murder bones. Yeah, with the seats. Yeah. Did I say bone? Oh, maybe I did. Yeah, listen, Doc. I'm actually and Sam. I'm actually talking about what Chris. Since Chris, I've been saying my opinion about if I was borrowing $200 from a person, I would literally do anything to pay them back. If I couldn't pay them back instantly, I would say, "Can you wait till I pay 2 times or 3 times for God's sake?" That would be better, even. But it is what it is. You could say, I'm broke, man, these days. Can I pay it over 2 times or 3 times? And I know Dog would have said, of course. Because Dog, he's not a piece of shit like other people is. He's a real fucking man. Like to murder Bones and me and not, you know what I'm talking about? In the Flab City with French doors in the lab. Yo, Christy Moolah. Oh, I hate when he talks like that. I hate when he's like on that rampage. He's so fucking stupid. It's like his stupidity, it runs down his fucking, I don't know. But I know it's not supposed to be because then he comes in my fucking algorithm and shit like that. But I was out on my mother and father's grave yesterday. I made a video to those, but I'm crying too much. You can't even hear what I'm saying because I'm crying like a motherfucker. I haven't been out there for a minute, and I went out there and I couldn't find the fucking grave because my mom and dad, they were simple people. They didn't want anything wild and big and shit and a big fucking gravestone. No, they just want to be humble. They want just a plate down in the ground, and they want to be burned. And where they were standing, their date, and how when they died. They died the same month, the same year. It was beautiful. But My mom was only 68, 69. She just turned 69. That's no age. 68 years on this planet, that's not enough. Man, I got friends that are 68. You know what I mean? I got good friends that are in that age, who are smoking weed and drinking beers and having a ball, going to Bali and going to shit like that, going to the Caribbeans and all kind of weird shit. You're fueling up, dog. Yeah, man. That's the. I heard it's 3.90 for a gallon of uh, of gasoline. Is that true? Oh, okay, okay. I just heard it was 3.90 for today. For I don't know if that was regular. I don't think so then, because I just read the plot price today just to see if we're following up on you guys because of the war. If something happens with you know but nothing can happen to you guys because it's Russia that's gonna suffer. Oh shit, 419 for 90. Okay. I read it like 390 this morning. I don't know why. No, sorry, it was yesterday, dog. Yeah, I know what you mean. 90 octane. I know what you mean. It's the same shit here. It's just called, actually, it's called 98 octane, but it's not 98. It's 90, but it's just called 98 here. I don't know why. So people, when I hear they're asking the gas station, yo, this, yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, okay, yeah, I heard it's yeah, 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 55 to fill it up, Doc. $20 more. That's a lot, man. $20. That's like a whole lot of money. Not a whole lot, but extra. When you're used to paying. That's 120 kronas more. It's not some wild shit, but it's some you can feel it. It's exactly 120 kronas. Oh, sorry. Hey, EFD. He was there this morning with me, EFD, chopping it up. Have you been sleeping, EFD? Yeah, yeah. You sounded drunk, EFD. I was thinking, man, I was thinking, man, you were like, I've seen Doc drunk, but you were like, you were not that, yeah. Doc, he's just very active when he's drunk. He likes to show things, yeah, Doc. What? $70 is still going on? That's a lot of money. No, it's not that wild actually. It's the same that I think you got Danish prices when they were cheap actually right now. And I'm saying when they were cheap. Listening, when the Danish prices were cheap. You we pay so much for a liter. I don't know, a gallon, that's 3.7 liters, I heard. And we pay like 14 kroners a liter. A liter. That's like for a gallon, that would be that would be that would be expensive. Let me just say it that way. That would be fucking expensive. At 82.52, dog. Shit. Oh, a quarter of tank, maybe less. Is that normal, dog? Does it swallow so much? What car? I can't remember. What was the what boy? I can't remember what you wrote. Oh, it's your truck. Yeah. It's the Dodge Rams. The Dodge Ram. It looks so. My friend Tito, he have that, and it looks it's serious when you see that. 2,500 kilos. That's 2 tons and 500 fucking kilos over it. You know, that's a quarter of a ton of a car you got there. I've seen it in real life. And those, let me say, you would need a ladder to get up there. Because, I was not just jumping on, you know what I mean? Of course, I just went up there because I'm not a dwarf. But, it was like, no, he literally have that Dutch Ram with the shit. Uh, the same as you, dog. He's like a crazy millionaire in Denmark who love American cars. He comes out on. He have a Hummer too. He's crazy. He got aeroplanes and like he's crazy, but he's rich. I knew him before he was rich. He was not even different. He was the same, working a lot, coming home, making dinner for the family. Now he's got a kid that's 15. And it's just running. It's just been, he was out in the club always back in the days, driving motocross, driving dirt bikes. He was a pro on dirt bikes for, that brand KTM. You know what I mean? KTM. That's a big. Hey, ODN, much welcome, man. Salute to you, ODN, man. You know, man, you want to hear a funny story? There was this these two uh, bikers. They were like calling me at night, and they were 1%ers, so they're not one someone to be fucked with. But they called me this night and they said, Mats, what are you doing? You're doing what? A lot of fuck shit. And I said, what are you talking about? Yeah, you did that and you did that. And I said, no, let's meet tomorrow at the regular place. And we met. And one of them said, I've been home at your ex-wife's place. And she made me dinner and she made me cake and she made me everything. And she's sending me hearts and like I was crying. I was laughing but crying the same time. Of fun, not because I was sad, But it was so funny because he was the first one she called. He was the first one she called when it all went to pieces because he's a biker and he's one of my friends. But he said to her when she was doing all that to, get him in, and he was like, what? What? No, man, I'm one of Master's oldest friend. He gave her a kiss on the cheek and then he said, man, sorry, I gotta leave. Man, I'm Maz's old friend. I can't just do that to him. So that was fun. But if it's true, and I think it's true, because he sounded very sincere, and why would you say shit like that? And it was because I sent a picture out of my dog, and my dog was, I missed my dog, and I write, it was the best gift I ever got, and with question marks in God. It's not because I want trouble. It's just the reality. She gave me a dog she took back. You can't just give a gift and then take it back. It's stupidity. It's literally it's sorry to say, but it's dumb. You don't do that. You don't give somebody a gift and then take it back. You just don't do that. That's like that's very uphill. You know what I mean? A lot uphill. I miss my lighter all the fucking time. No, thrown away again. Oh God. No, I hadn't. Smoking these strong beetle cigarettes are very they're very good because you get in the mood, and I must say, I'm used to seeing halftime shows with a lot of Prince and all these people, and all these praised musicians, and nobody ever praised what Dr. Dre actually did for the music. Um, in the 90s. Sorry, in the 90s. And people forgot it because of so big stars that were coming out. And, so California with Tupac and Dre it was just a big hit. But seeing the halftime show with all these people from the old school, 50 Cent being fat and all that shit. That was kind of funny to see. And see Dr. Dre coming up where he's supposed to be. He's the first, billionaire on the fucking hip hop map ever to exist. Um, uh, so I'm just thinking that they did something really, really good, and I'm glad that they showed it on this, how they showed it on the Super Bowl halftime show. It was a great show. Yeah, women can be crazy. Are you crazy, Odie? My wife, she literally was the most craziest thing on earth. She always told me if we go wrong of each other, if anything happens because you've been homeless, Mass, I would never make you homeless again. Never. I couldn't have that in my heart to do that. Sorry, I got 100,000 from my mom and dad. Actually, 130. But the 30,000, let's just take them away because they use them for hashish. Okay, then there's 100,000 back. You know, do the math. She said I smoked for like 70 or something. She's crazy. They said to me out on the farm, then I had to smoke like 5 kilos. And I did not smoke 5 kilos. Are you crazy? Oh, who's the fuck does she think she is? But the thing is, um, they threw me out just when I had no money, when I couldn't get any money more anymore, and it was finished with the money. She threw me out. It is what it is. It's very disgusting, and it's sad. But she's an okay woman. She's okay. She's not a bad person. She's just a product of her environment. She comes from a broken home, a dad who was out being a truck driver from day to night. I'm not saying truck drivers can't be good, fucking, you know. Okay, cool, doc. You can't say that truck drivers can't be good fathers, but he wasn't. When he came home, it was party time. No, he was married like a lot of times, and he was not a father for the kids at all. Hey, unconditional love. Yeah, you're right. You're right, unconditional love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The evil industry. I know you're sending unconditional love. You always are. And it's okay you're coming with your opinion about the Super Bowl situation. It's nice when people come with their opinions, to tell us how they feel about things. I got no bigger with that. I'm like, I'm walking up from these towers. Back in the day, there wouldn't be graffiti on because it's not that much actually. You can see up there. Is that all? No, of course. There's tax all over. But actually, these basketball. Sorry. Oh shit. Sorry. These basketball. It's gorilla. Gorilla. You can see they're just taken down, but you can take them up. It's good. But you can't break this motherfucking glass. I've literally seen people dunk that shit up there. And there are four lanes. 2 lanes, sorry. But they play like in one, you know what I mean? Like you do in America. My new supermarkets is back there. They're actually open. Do I need anything? Do I need anything? No, I don't. See, I'm thinking about going in and buying a lot of shitty, bad food, but no, 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 I'm not. I'm not going in there falling that trap. No, no, no way. I'm going home and I'm going to have a quiet, quiet, quiet evening. I was up, I was up. I was supposed to go in until there's something we have in the place I am right now called 8 men, 8 weeks. See where I live right now, in the area I am right now, it's about men who just men who have been thrown out illegal when it's not legal. You see, a lot of women have so much protection here, even though you don't hit them, you don't do what they say. They have you know, they have the ball, so to say. So my wife, she was spinning her narrative to the police. What happened? She said, as I told you before, I smashed the whole apartment and shit. And they came in and the apartment was smashed. So, you see, now I've been in courts and all that shit. So now I'm back. I'm back on this team where I'm getting an apartment. It's an apartment that I'm getting a loan, um, not from the state, but from the bank. Um, if I don't pay him back, they're going in and take of my pension and taking from there. That's me who's signing that shit. So you see, it's just I'm just making a bulletproof security rent shit, that'll pay my house every fucking month through the bank. So there will be no shenanigans, but no fuckery and shit. So that I'm looking forward to. Let me be honest. But it's sad to say that I'm not irritated at my ex, but I'm not mad. It is what it is. Fine. She didn't pay a bill. She had to pay. Then I would be first to get an apartment. Now I'm the last. So it's like, but it's not her fault. She was mad. She she couldn't deal with what happened. Her son had just been sick. Then I got sick with a depression. That's not fun. First the son, then me. You see, and of course she wanted to be there for her son, and I understand that. Of course I do. So I had to get out. And but the way she got me out of the house was a sad, sad, sad situation because it was an unnecessary evil. It was evil to call the police. But again, I'm sad that I'm going to work with her one more time, but it's the last time I'm ever going to see her, so it's okay. Um, because there are some laws she's been jumping over. Like you can't just throw a man out from his environment for nothing. I did not do anything. She can say she was afraid all that she wants, but I have witnesses who want to say how it was when they were down there. Who I was hurting, if I was hurting anybody, that was me. So she's got and she threw me out of a house I already was paying for. So you see, it's not, she don't got a good case. But I just hope people will stop believing in fuck shit. The internet is the internet, and it will always be like that. It will. The internet is the internet. But I wanted to say with the biker, he was home at my ex-wife's. He that's just it. She made cake and she made everything, and he just gave her a kiss on the cheek and said, "Your master's old man, so old lady, so no, I can't. And if you did, I don't care. It is what it is, man. I can't go back and say you can't do that. That's very wrong." Because it's not very wrong. It's totally okay. It is. So I don't know what dog. Well, yeah, that's true. And I lost my phone there on conditional love. Sorry. No, you're right, and you're not right. Um, I'm a therapist myself on conditional love. I've worked with Gestalt therapy for NLP therapy, and I work with narrative therapy. I haven't worked with narrative therapy yet, but I've been in it, so I'm learning by doing. You know what I mean? And I read a lot. Um, I got an education, uh, not a big education, but a small one in psychology and shit like that. But you can take a lot of courses here in Denmark. Um, I know you can do that all over the world, but here in Denmark, you can do it for free to an extent. Then you have to take a standpoint if you want to be a psychologist or you don't. I want to be a psychiatrist. Read to a doctor first, and then read about the mind afterwards. It takes a long time to become a psychiatrist here in Denmark. It's about 12 years or something like that. And become a Chinese a lot. Um, I think it's called that. It's called a kinesiolog on Danish. So I couldn't. I'll just call it a Chinese certified real doctor. Um, it takes 22 years to learn all about the acupuncture and the right amount of natural medicine, real medicine, surgery. They have to be very, very good at their jobs. And they are. It takes 22 years, for God's sake. Of course they're good. And they go in as they're 18. So that means when they're 40 actually, exactly 40, they're already doctors. No, no, not 40, 50. That's what I meant, 50. Then they have some wisdom, they have some shit. And suddenly they have these whole people. And that's real. It is what it is. That's true, Uncle Isney. Yeah, I would love to cheat you, but there's this person who lives where I live. He studies. He is actually studying it very hard. He's got books, shit like that cost like. And I said, well, how much did this book cost? It cost $1,000 dollars. I was like, what? And he said, yeah. And I said, what the fuck? Why? And he told me because it's Chinese medicine, and it's they use all kind of weird shit we don't use. I'm sorry to say, but it's very disgusting. Some of it. I had some problems in my lungs, and I had a friend who went from. Wait, I'm going up, so maybe I can get someone on. Maybe Dog want to come on, or something like that. I don't know. That would be great, you know. But no, what was it I was talking about? I can't remember, Uh, yeah, doctors. That's what it was. Doctors. And this. It's not because I'm crazy with the Chinese, but I know the Chinese. They can do something with acupuncture, and like physical therapy. Um, with the meditations shit and all that shit, the Shaolin monks and all these people, it's like crazy. They can get their fucking pulse down to nothing and still get a fucking kick in the balls, in the ball sack. I hate when I do this shit. It's so stupid system. Now it works. Oh, and now we don't even have to turn on the fucking light. It turns on itself. Very irritating when you're sleeping. And there's this sensor in your fucking room. And when you turn it around, bong, it lit up. It lights up, I mean. Hey, Vito, man. What's up, Vito, man? Yeah, cool, Vito, man. And look, man, my workstation is ready. I'm working, as you can see. I'm working my butt off. That's a loop. You can see it. That's a loop running. I'm working my ass off. Where's my? Where the fuck is that? There it is. I've been, I've been, I need some coke. Not cocaine, but Coca Cola. That was funny, wasn't it? Then you should say, no, it was not, Matt. You should be a little more serious. It's nice being a rock star. You know what I mean? I can show you pictures, some pictures, but I don't want. It's just the pictures got lying around here. I'm right on place. I just need someone something to drink. I'm gonna put the link here if anybody want to jump on. I don't know. I don't know. And I know I'm gonna close this light. I'm just gonna see the real. Oh, sorry. It's the internet. I just want to see the link. Uh, V six six. Oh, it's Danish. She, she, she. You know, it's much easier this way. Sorry. Then there was two. Uh, I'm going to send pin in the chat. I'm doing it right now, just as anybody comes by. George, she. He said, like, yes, that like it is the ride, man. I was talking Danish, sorry. Beautiful circular thrust. Yeah, you're right. You don't need unconditional love. We know when you're coming by, you're sending, you are one of a kind. And there's not many people spreading that much love around. That's just a positive. We had one in Denmark called Master Fat Man. He was a friend of mine, I must say. He was not a big friend of mine, a good friend of mine, but he was a friend of mine. I met him through music and through my work, and he was a wonderful person, I must say. It's crazy there's war not that far from here. But come on, anybody, come up here. Ain't nobody feeling like it. He's got the floor sometimes, you know what I mean? That sounds tastes like real old school lemonade, like with a lot of citrus and fruits and sugar blend together. Homemade shit. It tastes like it can't be that hard to make that taste, can it? Just take some fucking oranges, some sugar, and just put it together, and just serve it in the cold. Then it's a fucking lemonade. It tastes the same like this one shit. But all that plastic, it's kind of funny. The straws they're not in plastic anymore. But what they're packed into is plastic. Not smart. Hey, Gypsy Heart. Hi, everyone. Hi, Gypsy Heart. How are you? You can jump on Gypsy Heart if you want to, just to say hi. Or not. No, man, it's just, I'm just sitting here chilling, chopping it up, taking it quiet, I'm just relaxing, talking a little about how the sectors run, how it's sometimes unfair to be, shouted out when you've done nothing. And it's like, why? Why at all bother when I have done nothing to any of you? It's like, um, people try to put each other against each other. It's like it's no biggie actually, but it's irritating. It's irritating at least to say at least. You see, I always like make my shenanigans. When I say I just saw it wrong before. I just made it as I heard it speak. When I spoke it, I could hear it was wrong. So I made it, exactly the right way. Just after I spoke it, so it sounded normally. It's weird with languages, We want it to be so perfect, and I don't know why, but it is what it is. I just made a loop on my guitar. It's just like it's just a loop that's like it's not rock and roll. It's kind of poppy, like jazzy poppy. You can hear it if you want to. I don't know how it will go through. It's a little dirty sound actually, so maybe it'll sound hard. It's just a loop, people. It's not. Oh shit! 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 I just lost the whole Coca-Cola out on the floor just because I wanted to show something that sounds horrible. I didn't know why people got off. It was just me. It was just playing for fun, you know. It is what it is. Bye, people. No one took it seriously. I want to hear.